Find angles B and C below. Now, the first thing I want us to look at here is the fact that this line is coming from the center of the circle and it meets this tangent. This is a tangent, TSU. An external line touching a circle is a tangent. So we have this line from the center to the circumference, and that line is a radius line. Don't forget, any line from the center of the circle to the circumference is the radius of the circle. So anytime a radius meets a tangent, it is perpendicular to the tangent. Don't forget that. Anytime a radius line is meeting a tangent line, the angle between the radius and the tangent line will be 90 degrees on both sides of the line. So this is from this radius here, to this tangent is 90 degrees. Perpendicular means at right angle, which is 90 degrees. So don't forget that important circle theorem, that the radius meeting a tangent line is perpendicular to the tangent. So since this is 90 degree now, and we know a portion of it as 70, this is 70 degree, and then the whole of the angle is 90, then we'll now know how to find the value of B, angle B, which is the remaining part of the 90 degree. So I can just simply conclude by saying angle B will be equal to the full angle, which is 90, minus a portion of it, 70. That will give us the remaining part, which is B. So that B will be 90 minus 70. And that will give us angle B as 20 degrees. So obtaining angle B is simple, 20 degrees. Now let's go on to angle C. There are different ways you can go about solving this problem. Don't forget, if you have another method, you can simply let me know in the comment section. Now, if you look at this PS, it is a chord. This line PS is a chord. And then this line, like I said before, TS is a tangent. So now you have this chord PS and this tangent TS. The angle between the chord and the tangent is 70 degrees. This 70 degrees is the angle between the tangent and the chord. So what you just need to do next is to trace one of the triangle that the chord makes inside the circle. And now I'm tracing triangle SRP. So this is one of the triangle that this chord PS makes inside the circle. So now that you have obtained the triangle made inside the circle, what you just need to watch out for is the angle that is opposite to the chord. The angle opposite the chord. So the angle that is opposite to this chord PS with respect to this triangle that I've just traced now is simply this angle. Don't forget that opposite angle has to be the angle that is facing the chord. So the angle facing this chord PS is simply this opposite angle here. So anytime you have a case like that, the theorem that should come to your mind is that angles in alternate segments are equal. So invariably, what that means is that once a chord makes an angle with the tangent, that same chord makes the same angle inside the triangle that it forms in the circle. So that means this angle now will also be 70 degrees because angles in alternate segments are equal. Then now that we have this as 70 degree, then you agree with me that we can find angle C. But you have to remember that getting angle C, we also need to find this angle first. Look at the points Q and R. I have this line towards the center of the circle. Hope you can see that now. I have this line towards the circumference of the circle from the arrow and Q point I'm talking about now. This is a line going to the circumference P, a line going to the circumference 2 at P. The two lines form 44 degrees. Now from the same Q and R, I have another two lines going to the circumference. You can see one of the line going to the circumference, and from this R, another line going to the circumference. The two lines form this angle here. So in a case like that, where lines are coming from the same point, you agree with me that angles in the same segment are equal. So if this is 44 degree, that means this angle is also 44 degree, because angle in the same segments are equal. You can see from Q and R, it forms 44 here. So from the same Q and R, it will also form 44 here. So that is this 44 degree. Now, don't forget that this is a triangle where two sides are equal. This line OS is a radius. You can see that this line OR is also a radius, because any line from the center of the circle to the circumference is a radius. So that tells us that this line is a radius and this line is also a radius, meaning that these two sides are equal. So with respect to this triangle SOR, with respect to this triangle SOR, you agree with me that since the triangle is an isosceles triangle with two sides equal, it also means that the base angles will also be equal. The base angles will also be equal. So if this is 70 degree, then this second base angle will also be 70 degree. But out of the 70 degree, we know a portion of it as 44 degrees. A portion as 44 degree, and the second portion is C that we are looking for. So I can simply say that angle C, which is one of the portion of the 70 degree, plus the 44 plus 44 all together give the whole angle, which is 70. Don't forget, this is the second base angle, which is also 70 degree. So a portion of it, which is 44, plus the remaining portion, which is C. You can see me adding them together now. All together give us the full angle there, which is 70 degree, and that is what I've written down. So we can now get the value of angle C as equal to 70 minus 44. And 70 minus 44 is going to give us 26 degree. So that means the value of angle C is 26 degree, while the value of angle B is 20 degrees. And that gives us the final answer to the problem. Hope you enjoyed this video. Please don't forget to like, share, and join for more videos like this. And don't forget to comment in this comment section any other method that you know that can be used to solve this circle geometry problem. Thank you for watching, and see you in my next video.